Robert Everett and Mangia.tv, streaming live on Twitch and hopefully on Mangia TV. I think we are. And this is Cooking Vamp 88. You know, 8's a really good luck number in the Chinese culture, so let's hope we got some good luck going here on Cooking Vamp 88. Tiny Bubbles is the name of it, but before we get to Tiny Bubbles, let's one more song. This will be the 4th song I'm teaching because there's going to be a party in the kitchen over the holidays, and now you'll have 4 songs to go to, all of them 3 chords. All right, this week it's Bad Moon Rising, Credence. Couldn't be easier. It's D, A, G. All right. Now everybody can play D, A, and G. Here we go. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go out tonight, bound to take your life. Yeah, there's a bad moon on the rise. All right, now how easy is that? Really hard to sing though, man. Credence sings up there at an octave that's not really suited for my voice. So we got Bad Moon, and then we did All Along the Watchtower, right? We did Home, and then we did Wish You Were Here. All right, now we got 4 tunes that you get to rock out in the kitchen late night or early night, and you know the party's gonna end up in the kitchen. You know it's gonna. All right, but back to the subject at hand, Tiny Bubbles. All right, one of my favorite things about the holidays is drinking bubbly wine. All right, and so I did a little research. And one of my very favorite types now is the Proseccos. All right? We're going to do a little taste test here in a second. We got the Kirkland from Costco. Costco now, the country's biggest buyer of wine, Costco. All right? Their Kirkland Prosecco, made in Italy. All right, I'm going to tell you about that in a second here too. And the LaMarca Prosecco. We're going to open them, taste them, but first a little background on sparkling wine. You know, back in history, there's been sparkling wine from the ancient Greeks and the Romans, and nobody knew what the heck was going on. All right, there's just some wine sparkled. They thought maybe it was phases of the moon, maybe evil spirits. They really didn't know what the heck was going on. Now, did you know that Dom Perignon, or Dom Perignon, for you idiots out there, you know, he was originally charged, he was a monk, right? And he was originally charged at the Abbey, all right, let me try this one, Haute-Villiers, I think. But the Abbey guys, they brought him in, Dom, they said, Dom, get the bubbles out of the wine. This is a catastrophe, because a lot of times, the wine bottles would explode, all right? Now, something you may not know is around the 16th century, they were still shipping this wine to England, right? They're shipping it in wooden barrels. The English at the time were using coal-fired glass-making equipment, all right? And the coal fire was hotter than a wood fire, and they made better, stronger glass. So the wine that they shipped to England was actually able to hold the pressure. Meanwhile, the French and their wood-fired glass, weaker, all right? They're losing 20 to 90% of their vintages that sparkled. I mean, they're just blowing up. In fact, you had to wear a mask if you're at the Abbey down in the cellar, because wine bottles are going off all over the place. So they still didn't know until 1622 what the heck was going on, and Christopher Maret, he figured out that it's the residual sugar that's in the wine. So you make the wine, it ferments, you put it in bottles, winter comes, temperature goes down, all the fermentation shuts down. But then in the spring, there's a little bit of residual sugar. The sugar and the yeast, they start partying again, right? And boom! Wine bottles are flying off the shelf, you know, literally blowing up. And he also then figured out it was the sugar, and then you could add sugar to wine that wasn't sparkling to make champagne or sparkling wine. Now, to the subject at hand, Prosecco. Did you know, I'm sure you do know this, that to call it champagne, it has to be from the Champagne region of France, all right? Well, the Italians, being astute at the implications of marketing, they actually changed the name of the Prosecco grape. Hold on, I got it here in my notes. They changed it to, now the Glera grape, right? Now Prosecco, they applied to the EU to have Prosecco as a region specific. You know, they have the country of origin or the region of origin type of thing. They have that now for Prosecco, all right? And by the way, they sold like 150 million bottles of Prosecco last year, so I think the marketing is working. All I know is I love it. People have been popping bottles of champagne, sparkling wine, now Prosecco, for years and years and years. And I'm pretty happy about it. All right, so the reason why I wanted to do this is because these are two price points and one's about double the other. And it just goes to the point that so much of the cost in sparkling wine and in so many things is just the marketing that goes into it. The actual method to make it, especially in the last 20 years, has gotten so good. Craftsmanship, the information on the internet, people's ability to make wines and beers, and I mean, there's an explosion of craftsmanship coming back in, I believe, because of this information that's out there. People are making hams and prosciutto, and they're letting it age in their shed. 3 years on some of these prosciuttos. All right, here we go. We're going to taste it though. Hold on a second. Let me use a little technology because I want to show you. Is that the one? No, that's not it. There it is. When you enjoy a nice champagne or a sparkling wine or Prosecco, you got to make sure you got the antipasta tray going. All right, I've done a whole vamp on antipasta trays before, but tonight in particular, I need it because I need to cleanse the palate between my taste of the LaMarca or the Kirkland Prossecco. All right, look at it, beautiful. And we're going to cook up some shrimp because it's in the kitchen. We are in the kitchen and it's a party, so let's rock and roll here. All right, I have an assistant. Look at this guy. Uncle John's on the set. Huh? Because he's got to, let's go. Let's open them.
Watch your eyes.
Watch your eyes. If we were in the Abbey, this might have blown. But he's got to jumble it because I don't want to know what I'm drinking beforehand. All right. Now I'm going to show you another little trick that the beautiful Monica Peterson taught me, and you're going to be able to use these things for a little decoration. All right. You ready? Mine went further. All right, let's fill these. Whoa. Look at the bubbles. Tiny bubbles.
Just lost the bottle.
All right. So now, I'm going to turn around.
You don't get to put that on. I get to put that on.
I'm going to turn around, and he's going to jumble them. All right, we only got 2 people in the finals here. 2 people.
Yeah.
He's going to jumble them. Then I'm going to taste. I'm going to let him drink after I taste them.
Bob and Bob.
All right, here we go. My eyes are closed. Maybe I should play a little Credence Bad Moon because I really want to see if I can taste the double the price point difference. And I got to tell you something. These are lower price point bottles, but it's the same thing. Did you forget which side it is? If you mix it up too much that you don't remember which is which?
I am all ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. The candy cane one. A lot of bubbles. Looks like Central Oregon in reverse. if they were snowflakes. All right. Oh man, I just love Prosecco. That's really good. I'm gonna cleanse the palate. Little aged cheddar. Little crouton. How about some asparagus?
Asparagus.
Pickled, homemade. Oh. I think I'm cleansed. All right. Number 2. Now I don't know if it's because I had the food, but that tastes a little drier. The first one definitely had more fruit forward. But again, you know, it's hard on these things because my palate was not identical between both tastings, right? But I'm going to say I like the drier number 2. Hold on a second.
No, wait. You
I got to cleanse again.
Re-cleanse.
Re-cleanse.
Same procedure.
Asparagus.
No.
The scientist wants the same order.
We want the same order here.
The scientist. Cheese.
Cheese. Crouton.
Crouton. Gluten-free.
And asparagus.
Asparagus. Let's see if this is less sweet after the food. And it is. Man, those are so close, I swear to God, I think they came from the same place. I think they came from the same place. I think he got another glass out and poured it from the same bottle, right?
Oh, they saw all my actions were recorded.
Recorded. That is so hard to do. How about that? So, perfect example here. Indistinguishable. And you're paying twice as much. All right, but I still think I like this one a little bit better. Drum roll. And it's the half price Kirkland Prossecco. So, you want to taste them?
I want your germs.
I got more. Hold on.
Hold on.
The Mangia Kitchen's equipped.
You don't want my germs either.
It's equipped.
Not after what I came back from Illinois with.
All right, if you, all right, how about that though? And let me just tell you something. I think it is indicative of how good people are making wines. And how about, you know, Costco and the size that Costco is and their purchasing power. Obviously, somebody that can make that quality of Prosecco in Italy's got to have a pretty big operation to fulfill that order. LaMarca is not a small. It's not a small vintage either. I mean, I see this stuff everywhere, from the east to west. But I think it goes to the fact that there's a lot of price points in the market, and there's a lot of people fighting for a place in the market. And you, the consumer, you get to vote with your pocketbook. And I really think that's the most important thing, because there are smaller vintners that need some of your money, obviously.
I need all your money.
And so by all means, you got to support a range of producers, and that goes for, you know, your local bakery versus Sara Lee. That goes for massive meat producers versus the local farmer that you can be involved in, local vegetable markets versus the macro, and that local multiplier that we keep talking about. I'm just so happy to have Prosecco in the house, I got to tell you. Right now, at Cellar Angels, speaking of a small production sparkling wine, is the Vizsla Brut Prosecco. He might have to change his bottle going forward here, as the Italians will not be happy with somebody calling it a Prosecco. You're going to have to call it, what's the name of the grape? They renamed it. They were able to rename it. The Glera. Sounds like Aunt Bee and Clara the Glera. I got to tell you, I'm really challenged, especially the Prossecco region is northeastern Italy, and a lot of the words are really difficult, man. Northern Eastern Italy, a lot of German, a lot of
words.
Yeah, and you know, the Alps, similar to the Cascade Range, the Alps say whoa to winter, and you get that slope that goes to the Adriatic in northeastern Italy, and that's a huge wine region, and that's where Prosecco is from. What is it called? Veneto, the Veneto region. I think I went to school with Jimmy Veneto. I don't know. That's a story for another Vamp. All right. Hold on now. Because we have technology, let's just do this. Look at this shit. Uh-huh. Why do we have a double on there now? I don't get that. Ah, okay. Whoa.
Whoa. No,
Whoa.
No knocking over
Whoa.
glasses, Bob.
All right. Along with the antipasta tray, by all means, get some Cajun shrimp going, right? Something hot and cooked on the antipasta tray. It's not against the law, all right? You need the salami, different kinds of salami. You need some nuts, some dried fruit, some regular fruits. I got some pickled peppers and pickled radishes, homemade. These are phenomenal. The pickled radicchios. Hold on.
Radish every day, Bob. Keeps the doctor away.
Radish and apple. How about this little tip? Seek out and find the documentary Betrayed by Dr. Tom O'Brien. No relation. I don't know, maybe a relation.
You never know.
You never know. Listen, man, you have to take what you're putting in your body seriously, man. And there's some great information on that. All right, so the shrimp, again, first time we are working this. How hot do you want the pan? Too hot. That's what we say. You can't speed heat something. You can pull it off the fire.
And that's a big pain to heat.
You can pull it off the fire and you can cool it down, right? But, yeah, you hear that? You hear that at home? It has to be hot before you put anything on there. How hot is the pan? Too hot. Get it too hot. And then you can back it off. Nothing worse than putting something on the pan and it says nothing to you. There's no sizzle at all.
Variety and sizzle, the spice of life.
I learned the put it in a clock, and then you know which one went on first. Which one went on first? I think it was 12 o'clock. Of course it was. All right, what else do I got to tell you while these are cooking? Cellar Angels, go there. You know, you can get gift cards. We talked about stocking stuffers a couple weeks ago. Why not a gift card from Cellar Angels? Another one is Chicago Helicopter Experience. When I did the stocking stuffer, I talked about experiential gifts, and sharing a helicopter tour would be a fantastic way to spend some time with somebody.
And they can't jump out because it's moving and in the air.
And you're locked in pretty good there. You could go to Hap Industries. Oh, this is going to be hard to fit in a stocking and get a ladder mule. But how about a gift certificate for a ladder mule? Hold on a second. You know what? Not enough oil. First mistake ever on Mangia TV. Look at all the rubs on the pan. All the rubs on the pan. Disaster. Disaster. You know what's cool with technology? I can just take that right off. Who's got the over-under on when the smoke alarm goes off, by the way? We always get a smoke alarm situation. And here's something else that you need to know. You can always deglaze with wine. All right? Don't be afraid. Sparkling wine, regular wine. And especially since you didn't spend $130 on the bottle. Oh, look at that come up. Oh, they're looking better now. See, the deglaze picked up the rub. Look at that. Bong. All right. Gas stove off. And we're going to put these on the antipasta tray, and then we're going to put the antipasta tray right back on top of the thing and see if we can't start that on fire. All right, look at that. Now,
delicious.
You got some shrimps, you got some cheese. That's what I'm talking about. Now the party's going. You're in the kitchen, the party's going, right? You know 4 songs now. Next week it'll be 5. I gotta tell you something. I'm running out of 3-chord songs. We might have to go to 4 chords to fill it out. Please share some 3-chord songs with me either on Twitter or reach out on email or on our Facebook page. Give me a 3-chord song that I can sink my teeth into and try to learn. It's only 3 chords. I should be able to get it done inside a week.
You could write one inside a week and send it to me.
You can write one. Write me a 3-chord song. I'll sing it, right? All right, next week I got Anna Sisto. We're working on technology. Anna's a online wellness and life coach, all right? And she's going to join us via Skype right here on Mangia TV. We're going to see how that technology works because in 2017 we're hooking up with Clean Drop Mobile. That's an app that you can actually track restaurants and report disgusting restaurants. Food safety is such an important issue, and I got to tell you, I'm battling another bout. I got about 4 weeks ago, I got some bad oysters, and it's been wreaking havoc on the system, and I got to tell you, it is not good. And Clean Drop Mobile is a great app that you can use to let people know if you're at a restaurant that is not actually hitting it all the ballpark as far as cleanliness is concerned. You can also praise restaurants for a great job in that endeavor. All right. I wanted to say one more thing. I was talking to the Ma today, and she was a little stressed out about the holiday season. All right. And I said, Ma, first of all, hold on. Look at the tree here at Mangia TV. Right. All you need, Ma, is rub. Just buy a bunch of rub, and your Christmas shopping's done. Our tree's loaded with rub. You can still go on the website and get our stocking stuffer special and have the best tasting rub in anybody's stocking. But she was a little stressed out about the whole Christmas season and getting everything done and addresses.
At 92, Bob.
At 90, addresses. How do you keep 10, 11 children, grandchildren? I mean, just the addresses is a situational nightmare trying to keep that all straight. I go, Ma, it's going to be all right. Just take it easy. She said to me, I could always just do what you did and just wait till Christmas Eve and go to Ace Hardware.
You and Matt. Ace Hardware, 4 o'clock.
And I was a little stressed out too until I talked to her, and I thought, you know what? I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing back no shopping till Christmas Eve, 4:30. Find yourself an Ace Hardware relatively close to a tavern. You go into Ace Hardware. They got housewares, they got sporting goods, they got tools. They got something for everybody at Ace Hardware, all right? You knock your shopping off, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour. You cover everybody. You go to the tavern like the Limerick Lounge, have a few ice-cold Budweisers. You're home by 6:30 with a little shine on, and you're in the Christmas spirit. You've had
polished up.
You had all your shopping done. You've had no stress the whole holiday season. Because you know you can get it all done in about a half hour to an hour at Ace's the Place. All right? Just a little another reminder that that's still available out there. Don't stress about not getting shopping done. All right? If there's an Ace in your town, you can always hit Ace 4:30 Christmas Eve and make a 6:30 dinner with an hour to spare at the tavern to
really put a polish on.
To put just a little polish. Just a little polish. All right, listen, do yourself a favor and cook somebody a meal, would you? Buy some rub, support your local businesses, and we will see you next week with Anna Sisto, and we'll check out that technology. Until then, have a great week. Hold on now, we got technology here. Look at that. Hold on, got to play some music on the way out.